Hey y'all, what's up? I hope everyone has a great day or had one. I honestly forgot that today Smackdown started on Friday the 13th on USA Network. I totally forgot about that. Why I cut on my phone on my TV to look at just to see what was on Fox, and it was like Kansas State football's playing something. I was like, what? I had just came back from the gym. My son and I basketball court. Like he plays basketball and soccer. We went there for 30 minutes because I was like, I haven't got a workout in or some type of movement. So I jumped rope for 10 minutes straight. And then I went to play with him and shoot around and stuff like that. And then I came back to the house. And by the time I came back to the house, he took the trash out and stuff like that. And we watched Smackdown. So I guess I'm about to take a shower. It's just today's show. I'm so glad they started with the cage match because I'm like, it's great. First of all, I have a question. When you get facials and they do your face and neck, does like pimples and stuff come out? I know they say pimples is like a sign of your skin is still youthful, but like I first time ever got a pimple right here in my clavicle, and I'm like, what the hell? And then I tried tint. Okay, this is not tint. This is my eyebrows getting done. Didn't take. For some reason, my skin doesn't take. Because I did microbladed 2 or 3 times. And it's like, it's supposed to last 6 months, a year and a half. Why does it last more than 3 months? And thank God I was a model and not someone that actually paid for it. Because I've been pissed. But it's still like the same ink, the same process and stuff like that. I'm just a model for like the instructor for like the students. But it's crazy. So I know I'm not to pay no more money on that. If I do anything, I just have to keep my eyebrows shaped. And like fill them in and do the whole contour situation. And that'll be the only makeup I wear on my face because I don't have makeup on now. But shaping of the eyebrows like affect your face. Put that on, put a little bit of gloss or shimmery something. I'm good. But yeah, so I turn on a match. My song come on. Y'all know, solo song, my song. So he comes out. I'm like, uh-oh. And then Cody's song comes out. So Cody's is the only person that I know of, I think outside of Pretty Deadly, that has the graphics still. Like at one point in time, when I was watching 2 years ago, everybody had a graphic, okay? And I was here for the graphics, okay? Then, like 6 months ago, they stopped doing the graphics, and only at PLEs, the only person that had graphics the whole time was Cody. So I was confused because I was like, production, like what is happening? Okay. So then when Raw came here in March, I had recorded it. I put it up on my page. Y'all can go look at it. Gunther came out. Was it Gunther or Ludwig? I think it said Imperium across it, and it was so white and clean. And what made it clean and white for me, it was, first of all, it was the background was white and clean. And y'all knew at the time I missed the Judgment Day had my favorite graphics, one of my favorites. Them and Bianca. But I missed the like it was amazing. And then it was so clear and clean. And then it had the white lasers. So I'm like, okay. Like to me, Gunther had the best. It was so simplistic, but it was so clean. He had the best entrance. Not music wise, I'm talking about just entrance, background, all that, lasers, all of that. So then over time, everybody started getting the lasers in the past like month and a half. Because Bianca used to do the kiss, and I'm like, okay, get it, girl. Now she got lasers. The only person that don't is like Jade, I think, because she has the storm situation. But she got lasers, and Damien doesn't. He still got the wings, which is dope. And I was like, Gunther still has the best interest in the game. I take that back, and I said that Finn got the best interest in the game. Okay, not only is his white and clean, like I said before, he got the smoke. And then today, it was Nia. Nia's was dope. From afar, you could see how pretty it was, her Nia, and then you could see the different color lasers coming down, and then they did a close up, but it was dope. But it's Cody ended up. They ended up fighting. So when because I forgot the stipulations of the cage match, because I was like, how the hell? I know they gotta climb over the cage, but then I was like, is the door padlocked? Because all I can remember, my brain automatically went back to when Lashley fought Omos, and MVP was Lashley's like manager, no, Omos's manager or something like that at the time. And I think Omos threw Lashley through the door, because I was like, Lashley basically walked out and won, and both his feet touched the ground, so he ended up winning. So I was confused. So at the beginning, Cody had, I think, tried to climb up. Solo pulled him down. And then that match was crazy because Cody ended up bleeding from his head. And I was like, now, I'm going to tell you something. I said the two most bleeding people now in, I feel like, on WWE, it's got to be Finn and Cody. Okay? And I say that because every PLE that Finn is in, he bleeding. He gonna be bleeding. He done bled and got the 14 stitches with Edge. I think he's in the PLE or on Raw or something with the stitches in his head. And I'm like, why are you, and not you being about to be in the match and you got 14 stitches in your head, had a whole shirt. Then the next PLE, I think he was bleeding again. I'm like, dog, like your skin, like how they say tough skin and stuff, like he don't got that, because he bleed every PLE. Same for Cody. Like Cody, I think is fragile too, because if he not bleeding, he bruised up. Somebody say he had a bump on his back. And I think I saw that last Friday. And I was like, what is that on his back? Okay. He ended up having that. And bleeding. So he's about to climb halfway over. I'm like, Cody, you're halfway over. Solo caught him. Solo did a flash. Solo splash, Solo Jimmy, and Jade splash all look the same. I said, that's some genetics. Okay. He done hit it with a Cody cutter about 3 times. Then he got at the top of the rope, like EO did, Survivor Series, top of the cage, and then what's the name off. And I like that match. Solo ended up losing. But I would say that is the best title defense Cody has had since he's had that title. The second best one for me, not as far as like the skills and stuff like that, it was the type of match, was the I Quit match with him and AJ Styles. Now the ending of the I Quit match was a little less dramatic than I thought it was going to be, but that one and the one that he had tonight were my favorites so far, outside of the WrestleMania one. Eventually, I'm setting up ready for him and Randy. And I think he fought LA Knight. Did he fight LA Knight already? I think so. I think he did. But I was like, okay, so then the bloodline comes in and attacks him. No, first Cody ends up getting out the door. The door somehow opens up. He steps out and Solo pulls him away. And I'm like, hold the hell on. I said, so there's not a lock on the door? Solo pulls him away. It started back raining again? Oh no, that's my stove. I forgot. I'm making my son hot dogs. Something, I forgot what happened. So he ended up losing after he like, what's the name, backed it up on him. I think he tried a solo spike. Cody reversed it. Then Cody did like some backflip. And I'm like, it's the backflips and stuff for me. When they be doing the backflips and then the jumping on their feet, that be the real athleticism, because It's a lot of people that could take a hit. It's a lot of people that got tough skin and stuff like that. But a lot of people can't pop up like that, okay? And what's even more amazing to me is when people tall do it, like Drew or Jade or somebody do it. Because I be like, how the hell you do that? Okay? I think at one point in time, I've already did that. He had to be my favorite. I miss him on Raw. Because all of that he had packaged was not expecting. And to be honest, he could be a solo act if he comes back, but he injured. But he was showing out while Eric was gone. Okay? They utilize. I feel like WWE utilized them more when Eric was gone. Like Viking Raiders was causing havoc while Eric was there. But as soon as Eric left, I don't know what the agreement they had with Ivar, but he would seem like he was on, and he was killing these matches too. Okay, so I was like, that's dope. I'm mad he was injured. So then, yeah, so the bloodline comes out and attacks him, of course. I don't even know how they got in the cage. The ref ain't say nothing. Like, ref, like my son say. They ain't say nothing, okay? So then we hear the music. We're like, what is happening? And it's, Roman comes out. And Roman comes and shuts the door. I said, oh, snap. He gets them all. And then after a while, I think he tried to get Solo. Solo tried to do a Solo spike on him. And he reversed it with a Superman punch. And I think Cody just looked at him like, and he realized Cody was behind him. And then they all left. And then he told Jacob to come in the ring. He was like, and Jacob was coming too. And I said, oh, like this gonna be good, okay? Because I've been waiting for Jacob, okay? Jacob is my favorite Fatu when it comes to wrestling. He's my favorite. Like, I've been watching him independent, MLW, GCW. He is my favorite. And his promos, he got me crying. When he get to talking, like, I wanted Solo to talk because I knew how he was in NXT and prior to. But when Jacob started doing his promos and they to let him do it, especially with Netflix, and not censor it as much, yeah, he gonna have y'all terrified and laughing at the same time. I'm trying to tell you. Because all I can think about is I could fight for real. And now a dog walked the shit out of you. It's funny, but it's not funny. It's funny the way he said it, but it's not funny because it's true. Like, he is scared. I'm scared every time he does a Samoan drop. Like, nobody I've seen, and maybe his uncles did it or his cousin did it back in the day, but nobody currently that I see does that like that. Does a Samoan drop like he does. I don't know, it's the art, it's the way that he does it. And I'd be terrified for their life. And I'd be like, I'm not even wrestling, I'm scared. Okay? Okay? The only other time I was slightly scared when somebody did it, I think Naya had did it on one of the girls. I think she did it on Michin, kind of like that. And it had me a little scared. Because I'm like, not her doing a Samoan drop like Jacob. Okay? This public sweet tea, my son love this. I'm not a sweet tea girl. Ugh. Sorry. And yes, my child is really a Tennessee, Florida, North Carolina baby. Because he is Southern, okay? Born in Nashville. Spent the first 4 years of his life in Florida. The past 6 years of his life in North Carolina. Like, some of the stuff he likes and eats, I'm like, why? But, yeah. Yo. He's in there playing the game now. But, yeah, so then they look at each other and walk off. So I'm like, okay. Now, this one match, I come back, technical issues or whatever. I come back, it's Michin. I thought it was Michin and Chelsea because Chelsea was talking trash and they was playing her music. And it was Piper and Michin, so that threw me off. But Michin looks good in light blue. I don't think I've ever seen her in light blue. And when I saw it, she was beating Chelsea with the kendo sticks. So I was like, what? The technical issues, I came into the match late, and then my son did this. And then yeah, I ended up going to check in on my son, so I didn't even see her win. I heard she beat Piper, but I don't know how she beat Piper. I didn't really see any of that match. So yeah. So I don't know. But I don't know what happened with that. I'm gonna have to go back on YouTube and catch the highlights and watch it, because I don't want to go back and like rewind the whole show and do all that, because sometimes when you do that, they hit you with 7,000 commercials just to see like 2 minutes of a match or something, and I'd be like, I don't want to do that. Like, y'all be bugging, okay? Like, it's crazy. When they had on Twitter and Instagram, like, what's a scam that we normalize? And somebody said streaming services, and I said, okay. It was like, first they got us with you ain't got to get cable. You can stream as much as you want, no commercials. Now they got 2 separate packages. They got one with commercials and one with no commercials. And then depending on what you want to watch, you still got to get cable. So you paying for T-Move cable and regular cable. If you do both, like, they got us. Okay? And low-key, not unless you really into, like, the Disney shows and stuff that come out, like the Marvel shows and stuff like that, you really don't need Disney Plus, because you can go right on down to the thrift store. This is what I did when I stayed in Winter Springs, when my son and I was in Florida. I'm going right down to the thrift store. It was off of 434. It was off of 434. It's a Winn-Dixie over there. It's a thrift stop. It's a thrift stop over there. What was the name of that thrift store? I think it was Goodwill, matter of fact. And I got a VCR for like $4.50, and they had old Disney movies there for like 75 cents each. And if you like me and you don't like when they remaster them and then add new songs, get the tape. Okay? Like, you ain't even gotta do all that. So Disney Plus, not unless you're nostalgic for like certain stuff, and Nickelodeon, you don't need Paramount. I will say Hulu. I will say, honestly, Hulu and outside of like they signed a deal with Netflix, WWE, Hulu and HBO Max would be the best options, because they give you more of regular shows and movies that just came out and hit the streaming services. But Max also gives you live sporting events. Peacock is good for like WWE PLEs, and if you watch like DreamWorks movies and like Housewives and all that other stuff. But other than that, half of that stuff be on Netflix too, and then a lot of stuff from Hulu low-key be on HBO Max. So it depends on what your preference is. So, but Michin beats Piper. I gotta go back and watch that. Okay, this pimple right here is irking my nerves. It really is. I'm gonna pop it so bad. I'm gonna go. It's not white enough, the whitehead, for me to pop it. When I get whiteheads like that, I pop them with a Q-tip. But the trick is, if you don't know, is to cover it with peroxide, because if not, the germs and the juices from the pimple will spread, and you'll end up getting more. So you pop it and then immediately put peroxide on it to clean that area. But I take 2 and push them together like this and pop it, so that the juice and stuff will get on the Q-tips and not on my skin and spread. But But so then it ended up being A Sound Down Under, which cracks me up every time because I don't know what the hell Grayson be saying. Why he be behind Theory? But he be saying, and I laugh every time because I'm like, what is he saying? Okay, so he says, he says whatever he needs to say, and then they came out. So KO came out, and people was thinking that, like, a lot of people saying Randy was his partner. People were saying Jimmy was his partner. People were saying Sammy was his partner. I thought it was Shinsuke. Okay, I really did, because I'm like, where's Shinsuke at? People are like, where's Shinsuke at? And I said, I think this time last year he took a hiatus, or if I don't know how much vacation time they get. I think he took all his vacation time and went to Japan. And I said, I think he came back this time. Like last year, he came back at like the end of September, early October. And I'm like, he seems to always take like a hiatus. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, which is cool, you know, because I thought that's where he was. I thought he was coming back today. I'm like, if he don't come back today, he coming back by the end of this month. Like I say 3 weeks to about 3 weeks. So by the end of this month, like between now and early October. So he comes out, KO, they laughing like, who's your partner in this, that, that. So he go get Ricky, which is hilarious on various occasions because people have been, this is how you know someone is paying attention to like Twitter and stuff, because people are talking about how Ricky hasn't been on TV from AEW, or he's not signed with them, and he might be coming to WWE, or they want him to come to WWE. And when they said Ricky, people like the Poppy guy, he came out and people were ecstatic. But it also could be a pop that he got that is because they said he's a local wrestler for a local promotion, which is totally understandable, in Seattle, which I had found out they were. But it was hilarious. And then Corey was like, I miss the days when wrestlers shave their chest and stuff like that. And I'm like, in the 70s and 80s, they ain't shaved their chest, I don't think. Looking back at old matches, if they was hairy, they was just hairy. Okay, this is the 25th year season premiere of Smackdown, so they had Gunther and Ludwig there, Damien there, Bobby Roode there, which I don't count him because he works backstage, I think, at Smackdown anyway. They had Charmel and Booker T there, RVD there. I lost it when I saw, I think, am I missing somebody that they showed? What's his name with the hat? My brain is like, they showed him, and then they showed Teddy Long and my brain is thinking of every name but the name I need to think of, because I'm trying to think of his wrestling name, but my name is going to Ron, what they call him, but that's not his wrestling name. I know what I'm talking about. And then my brain is going to Ron Simmons. Farouk, that's what it was. That's who it is. I was like Ron, but, and then they showed what had me I was like, RVD Mr. 5-Star Fall Splash in the original Money in the Bank. But when I saw Vicky, I lost it, because I was like, Vicky was a time, okay? It was a time when Vicky was there, okay? And I love the fact that she worked when Eddie was there, but she didn't always work with him. She had other people she worked with. And then I remember stopped watching it. And then I remember it was a big thing with Miz and Dolph. Like, they were like big. And she was like Dolph's manager at one point in time. I remember that. And like, I was like, I think I told you, I said her voice irked my nerves, but she is a staple in WWE. Like, you cannot think about WWE as far as management goes, and she's not one of the people that pops up in your mind. Like, there's no way. There's no way, not to me. Not to me anyway. And somebody was like, put up the different logos for SmackDown, because before I looked on Twitter and saw that the logo changed and Meg did, they used Meg's song, which I like. I saw, I think it was a solo Cody match, and I saw the SmackDown. I said, did they change the logo around the ring? And it did change the logo around the ring, but I'm here for it. So somebody was like, where would you at SmackDown? I was like, I was there from the beginning. Like when they first debuted, I remember on Raw, they was talking about we're debuting a new show. And it ended up being on Thursdays. And it was SmackDown. And my sisters and my brother and them, because we grew up in Northern Virginia and we had a split level house. So that means when you come to the door, you either go upstairs or downstairs. And my sisters and I had a room down. We had 2 bedrooms downstairs, a bathroom with a shower and stuff, and then a rec room or whatever my mom called it, the basement. And we would sneak down there in the rec room and had the volume on like 3 so she couldn't hear us. And watch. And watch SmackDown because it went off at 10 and our bedtime was 9:30. So, and ironically, I was my son's age. So that was 25 years ago. I was 10 going on 11. That's crazy. No, I was 11 going on 12. Or I might have been 12 already. If it came out in 1999. I don't remember what day it debuted, but if it debuted after September, I was 12. But I was a little bit older than my son. So, and I was like, I remember certain logos because they showed all the logos throughout. And I was like, from 99 to 2002, I was watching heavy. Then I didn't watch it again until like 2008, 2009, because that's when I first discovered Kofi. Then I stopped watching again and was watching sporadically like 2011. Because I stopped watching and then I came back and CM Punk was such a big deal then. And I was like, who is this person? And then I was watching faithfully and I was like, okay, now I see the hype. Like why people like him. And that's when I first was introduced to the Bellas. Didn't like them. They played the heel very well. First got introduced to Natalya. And then during that time period is actually when I start. Yeah, because 2008 to like 2011. That's when I start liking Christian. Because at the time, even though I liked Christian Edge, the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, because Christian and Edge were the heels, you know, never really liked them. So when he went solo away, Edge was the heel, they were heels. So when Edge went solo and did his own thing, I ended up starting, that's when I was like, became a fan of him as a solo person. And then when he had to retire, like, I remember that because I was so sad. I was so upset. And I was like, I'm not watching this no more. I'm not watching. Like, I legit was like, I'm not watching this no more. Because I was told up. And I'm grown. I was grown in. Okay? Like, I was like, I done got back into it. Got back into the groove. Was so up. Like, I tried to catch it a couple weeks after. And I was like, it's not the same. And then I started watching that 2014 after my son was born because we didn't have cable, and I think it just debuted on Fox. And then when I started back watching 2022, I was like, oh, Edge is back. Like, I didn't know that he came back in 2020 until like I saw the YouTube thing this past year and it was crying. Like when he's debuted and it's like the best debuts at WWE. I was crying. So I was so happy to see his last match in WWE. Like, if I had money, I would have went to go see it. Like, I had money to go see Sting's last match in Greensboro. I actually bought a ticket. I bought 2, one for me and my son. But AEW is long as hell. Like, that PLE was 5-6 hours. And I was like, I can't do it. Okay? I can't do it. And I was like, I bought my ticket to support it. I ended up watching it on TV, and I couldn't do it because I'm like, the next day is a Thursday, and I took off the next day, but I was like, I would have had to drive back an hour and some change, then go to bed, and like, that was too much for me. Not on no Wednesday night. Like, it'd be different if it was a Friday or Saturday night, but not on a Wednesday night. Okay? I actually bought tickets to Raw in Greensboro too, and I didn't go. I think my son was sick that day. But I bought tickets to support. And the funny thing is, I drove to Charlotte, which is twice the length of me driving to Greensboro. Well, my son was sick when we went there too. He got sick after. So we just need to stay in Raleigh. Like, Raleigh's been successful. DC's been successful. The other places I bought tickets to, it was either too long or he was sick. So, but, yeah, when Edge came back and I saw that, I cried. When I seen his last match against Shamey, that was such a good match. But I was emotional then too, because I was like, I remember when he had to leave the first time. And I remember him not having a choice. That's why, like, with John Cena, even though I ended up liking him over time, because I didn't like him either. With John Cena, I was like, I'm glad that he's retiring on his own terms, because like you said, it's so many wrestlers that didn't get to do that. They get injured and then have to force retire, which sucks. Okay? If I feel like I might, at my big age, might be injured or do something, I'm be like, yo, can I eventually switch to a manager position at least? Like, don't put me through no table. But, you know. So, so Ricky comes out as a play on words, because, you know, Ricky Sparks, and it's always, we want Ricky and stuff like that. So they're like, who is that? And you're like, Ricky. So he's like, the person I asked for, you know, they're not here in time, this, that, and the third. So then somebody's like, he's here. And it's like, he's here? And he said, oh, sorry, Ricky, KO. He was like, this is my partner. And I'm going to fight. And I was like, KO is hilarious. The dry humor for me is hilarious. And I said, Kathy Kelly, when are we getting the OK episode 4 show with her and KO on WWE's YouTube page? Because I live for that show. It's only 3 episodes. With that last one, with them and Chelsea Green, had me cracking up. Okay? I was like, none of them. I was like, what is happening? But it was, so he ended up stunning Ricky. They came, Randy came out. I love the fact that they put like his name, his height, his weight at the bottom, like like 2K, and then it was Grayson and them, for me, asking, can Ricky come back? It's like, not can Ricky come back, okay? So after that, I think Grayson and them did the move that Randy did on the announcement table, and after a while, they both got double vintage Ortoned. Because for a while, they didn't want KO to tag Randy. So they was double teaming and all that. Which I love the royal blue on them. And a lot of times, I don't like them biker shorts that, not biker, but boxer shorts that Grayson has, because the wild print and all of that, I was like, it's giving pajamas. But I like it. And I was like, that is one color that people could have their gear on. I've never seen nobody look bad in the royal blue. Like, I love DIY's royal blue and silver. I loved A-Town Down Under's royal blue outfit. Michin looks good in royal blue. AJ Styles looks great in royal blue. I think that's it. Oh, Creed Brothers look great in that color blue. Like, I don't think anyone else has worn the blue that I could recall. I don't think so. But still, like, it hasn't been a miss with that color. And everybody don't look good in every color. So that's saying a lot about the color and all that. Like, I know for me, I don't look good in like yellow. So I won't. But like, royal blue is one of those colors that looks great. Oh, and Chelsea I think won. Was it royal blue that she wore as Saudi? When she had the best gear that night. I think that was royal blue. Like, okay. So A-Town Down Under ended up losing, and then they showed Kathy interviewing Nick about what was going on. So Solo was like, immediately it was going to be him and Jacob versus Cody and Roman. And when I tell you, okay, when he said him and Jacob versus Cody and Roman, and I sat there and was like this the whole time until Cody came in. I did not breathe. I did not blink. Like, because you know how when you know, like, the build up and the actual match is going to be good, like that Steel Cage one, or like the Hell in a Cell one with Drew and CM Punk. And I was like, ooh. Either I'm like, ooh, or I'm like, like, that's exactly how it was. So Cody was like, I'm done with the bloodline. I'm not trying to do that. I'm moving forward with my life. Like, been doing that for 2 years, been there, done that, whatever. So I was like, okay. So then they show Nia come out. And Nia is always a 10 out of 10. Okay? First of all, the first thing I saw was her outfit. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I like that outfit. Like, she looked cute. Then I saw the belt. I saw the makeup and the hair. I said, yes, okay? Like, Nia be killing it, okay? Wig, natural hair. She could probably wear braids and it look good, okay? She could wear curly hair. I mean, not her natural curly hair, but like they could put curls in her wig, okay? She got a straight, like, Nia's face card does not decline. And because it doesn't decline and she's pretty like that, she could, and the bone structure with the high cheekbones, she could probably pull off a good amount in almost any type of hairstyle. Okay, because hairstyles is based off of your face shape. And if you got the wrong hairstyle or wrong cut, it can make you look older or younger or not as flattering or whatever, based on the face of your shape, the shape of your face. Now, I don't got that problem, okay? She could probably come out with a short blunt hair wig with a beat face and still kill it out here, okay? Telling you from experience, okay? Had to learn all that in cosmetology school. And yeah, so she comes out and talks about since her year back, she's been killing it. Nobody's been able to beat her, this, that, and the third. And then Bayley, I hear music and I'm like, and it's Bayley. So Bayley's coming out talking about, first of all, Pam, okay? No, it's Bayley. I need to send. Like, I want her to respond to my message for real, because I am not, like, I be joking when I be tweeting, but I don't be joking when I be sending her messages to her on Twitter, like, where do you get these jackets from? Okay? I've been asking for a good year almost, okay? That one jacket with the half silver, half blue, green, and then the jacket she had on today, and then there was some other jacket she had on last month. I don't know, whatever website or person that makes your jacket, give me the information. Okay, I need about 4 jackets you got. I need about 4 of the jackets that you got. I need that for my personal wear. Okay? Like, I'm so serious. Does she have a personal jacket person? Because I seriously need to know who the hell gives her these jackets. Or does she just go out to different cities like, ooh, I like that. Because when I saw the jacket tonight, I said, ooh. I was like, ooh, I need that. Like, who makes these jackets for her? Where does she get these jackets? Okay? That's all I want to know. So she comes out talking all this stuff. And she's like, basically, you owe me another match, this, that, and the third. And then Tiff comes out. Tiff looks great. Okay. What has me crying, I was like, I love this the strap on her Money in the Bank briefcase. I was like, it gives me early 2000s book bag. You remember back in the day, early 2000s, for all my millennials, okay? Now, when we thought the backpack was too, because they used to give us hella books and they were heavy. So a lot of people, that's when the rolling backpacks became a thing. But people used to have a backpack with one strap on the side in the early 2000s, and you would keep half of your books or whatever book you was taking to class in your homework, put it in it because it didn't hold a lot, and keep the rest in your locker. Or if you had A-Day, B-Day like me, like A-Day stuff, you leave in the locker and then you put the B-Day stuff in, and vice versa for homework, stuff like that. So, it looked like one of those, or it looked like a strap for a really big purse. Well, she came out and said what she said, and she was like, the only reason why I lost is because of Nia. I said, so Nia looked and was like, oh, you clever, Bayley, because you're trying to put us against each other. But she was like, you need help with damage control, basically. And Bayley was like, the only reason why you won basically is because Tiffany. And she was like, I didn't have damage control when I won. And I said, that's true. So then they wanted to go fight her. So then I knew the Glow Queen was coming out. Naomi came out. And when she had them glasses on, I said, what the hell is happening? Because honestly, I thought the glasses threw me off. Okay? So she had the alien glasses, but I didn't know it was aliens on her gear until I focused in on her outfit. And I said, oh, okay. So then when she had that, and then I looked at her hair, and then from a distance, the hair that she had slicked down, I thought was a scarf or something but that's her hair, and she put stars on it. Which I'm sitting here thinking about it because I was like, that don't go. But then if you think aliens out of space, you think stars are out of space. So I guess that's what it was. And she was like, we can beat you down or whatever. So, I think she ended up saying something. So, oh no, the stipulation was, they was like, oh, so let's do it. You want a triple threat or one-on-one? And she was like, no, me and Tiff versus you and Bayley. Whoever loses have to go to Raw. So people are confused by this because people are like, whoever pins Nia gets to say and get a chance at the title. And he was like, if you win, you get a chance at the title. Get a title, or whoever pins whoever goes to Raw. So my theory was, whoever gets pinned goes to Raw. Like, say Naomi and Bayley win, and somebody pins Tiff. Tiff goes to Raw, which would be good for Tiff because her boyfriend Ludwig is over there, and you could cash in on Liv or Rhea, whoever is the champion. Okay. But I think if they won, I think the stipulation would be, okay, that was round one. Either we're gonna have a triple threat, or Bayley is gonna have to fight Naomi for the title like they did in the past, and whoever wins that will have to fight Nia at Bad Blood. But my third opinion was, they're gonna end up being disqualified because of like Blair or somebody coming out. I don't see none of them going to Raw. Like, the only person I did see going to Raw was Tiffany. That was the only person I saw going to Raw. Because not unless Jimmy goes to Raw eventually, if he comes back, that'd be the only reason for Naomi to go, because her husband is over there. But Nia just came from Raw. And I feel like in the future, they're setting it up for when the Queen of the Ring fights the Queen. So it'd be Nia versus Charlotte eventually. But so I don't think Nia is going to Raw at all. If it'll be anybody, it'll be either Naomi or Tiffany. But my bet is on Tiffany, or something's gonna happen where the match is gonna be disqualified or whatever. So Tiff tried to attack, I think, Naomi, and Naomi rear viewed her. And I said, girl, okay, you got too many cakes in the bakery. Too much going on in your bakery for you to be rear viewing somebody like that, okay? Too much. Even she said it, like when they had John come back, well, she called him Naj, and she said, her gear came in, and she had to sew, and people like let it out a little bit. She said, I got too many groceries back here. I said, okay. Because when I used to watch her on Total Divas, when she came out the car, she used to come out the car, I was like, oh, she real small. And then she turned, I said, God. I'm like, that is misleading, okay? Soon as she turned, I said, "Oh my God!" Like literally, that was literally okay. Like Bianca, you kind of know, cause her legs is muscular, and she's like my sister. So my sister has like thick thighs and stuff, and she has a nice size behind. And in me, my other sister is all butt. Okay, my sister with a nice leg, like the thick thighs, has behind, no hips. And in me, I have like hips and a nice little cute little booty, and then that's it. But like Bianca gives my sister, and then Naomi gives my other sister with just the behind. Okay, because I was like, God dang, like what is happening? Okay, so then that's gonna be next week. So then we had a tiebreaker match between Carmelo and Andrade, and I was like, this is gonna be a good match because they've been cooking. And I was telling my son earlier today, I said my favorite matches this year so far have been Michin versus Nia in any form. In any form. And then I was like, I said Dragunov and Braun Breaker. And I was like Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman. And I said Carmelo and Andrade. And Naomi and Tiffany Stratton. Naomi and Tiffany Stratton. And any match DIY's been in has been I've been liking those matches. And Candice versus Bianca, even though it's short lived. And any match DIY's been in, especially the one with the Street Profits, like they could run that back. And then of course my girls, Kate and Katana. Okay, like favorite tag team right now, man or woman, favorite tag team. Okay, so like those are my favorites right now, and that's because not only, and a lot of them don't even have like deep storylines. It's just like, because a lot of them, sadly, promos are okay. But like I said, if you give me an okay promo and an excellent match, I'm good. You give me an excellent match, excellent promo and an okay match, I'm good. And if you can give me both, bomb promo, bomb, excellent promo, excellent, I'm even better. But like if one is lacking, one gotta be up here. And for the most part, the promos be okay, but the matches be fire. Okay? And I'd be like, all right, I can live with this. You know what I'm saying? So, and them matches right there that I named for me this year, a series of I don't know how many have been it. Okay. Also, any match Dragon Lee's been in, to be honest with you, because Dragon Lee and Dom was a good match. Dragon Lee versus Cedric, I think they fought 3 times. That was a good match. They could have did a series thing on them, for real. Santos is pretty good too, but more so he's been getting used for promos, which I'm not mad at. So I'm not mad at that, but Carmelo had, I think, what was it? Andrade got on a barricade, and I think Carmelo got on a barricade. That was the first 2 minutes. And Andrade did a Spanish fly to Carmelo on the ground. And I looked and I was like that. And I said, somebody missing some teeth. Okay? The way they fell, I said, you see how he dropped him on his neck? That was another thing with me. When Cody had came down with Solo, and he had dropped like that, and I said, that don't look good. And I said, you see how he landed on his neck? Okay? Like, that's crazy. Okay? So I'm like, what? So, the match, like Andrade, and so when Andrade ended up winning, and I was like, Andrade's gonna win. Andrade ended up winning. I tweeted, I was like, either Carmelo is gonna attack him or LA Knight's gonna come out. And LA Knight came out. And I was like, okay. And he comes out and he says, you about to do the hit it and quit it. I'm like, bruh, you wild for that hit it and quit it line. Like, we gotta find something else. Cause where I'm from, and most people think hit it and quit it, that's not what it means, okay? Hit it and quit it mean you done hooked up with a junk, you done hit it once, maybe twice, and y'all don't never talk again, okay? That's what that means. That's why every time he say it, I be like, is he saying that because, or is he saying that to be like diabolical and funny? Okay. And then this is whole, speaking of, so this was him versus Andrade, and Andrade killing, okay? Now I've been saying that since before he entered Money in the Bank. I honestly don't see him beat LA Knight. I feel like it's going to be Carmelo Hayes. And the only reason why I say that is because before he even had a title, it was Carmelo's second or third week on there. And he was coming in talking trash to LA Knight. And I was like, this is a feud right here. And then Andrade got into the mix, and it was LA and Logan. But Logan either had that baby or he about to have that baby. I think he said she was due in September when they did the interview with Dom. Yeah, so I'm like, I feel like Carmelo's first title is gonna be the US title, and it's gonna be against LA Knight, and it might be a SummerSlam, it might not be till, they don't have no PLEs in December, right? They just have like the Christmas show, and that's only because December basically is only half a month, because Raw ends, I think, on like the 18th, and then it won't come back till January 1st or 2nd, because the next Raw is normally Christmas, and then Smackdown ends a little later, like on the 21st, 22nd. So after Survivor Series, the next PLE, I think it was the Rumble, and I feel like when did LA get that thing? SummerSlam? So that was the beginning of August, and it's only been a month. Yeah. So not unless he goes, like, they give him almost a year before he loses that title. If he loses it before then, I see him losing it at the EC Elimination Chamber or the Royal Rumble. Like, I don't see him. And if he keeps it past WrestleMania, I don't see him keeping it past Backlash, if they have Backlash next year, because they done acquired so many names from ECW, WCW, and all this other stuff that we might not even get a Backlash last year. Like last year we got Fastlane, and we got the other something. Backlash, we got Fastlane, we didn't get Bad Blood. You see what I'm saying? So we might, and then 2 years ago, and then we got Crown Jewel, and we got Clash. Yeah. And then 2 years ago we got I think instead of Crown Jewel we had Hell in a Cell. So it's like, it's so many names that WWE acquired that they could switch it up whenever. Now unless they retired some or left some retired, it might not. Whatever it is, I don't see LA Knight keeping that title by past WrestleMania if he keeps it. Okay. If it's not lost before then. I see Andrade winning a title, maybe eventually, but I don't see him winning. He'll probably, I don't know. No, I was gonna say I don't see him winning a world title. Like, I don't see Jacob Fatu winning that before I see Andrade winning that. For some reason. Well, I have my reasons, but and then so I think before I think the whole after the Nia situation, before Andrade and Carmelo, Saxton was talking to the StormiEST duo, who looked phenomenal by the way, about their tag titles, and they was like, we'll fight coming. He was like, basically Jade was like, we got this work, need apply, you know, we handing out work if you need some. I'm like, you already been on Twitter talking about some, y'all gonna show up at NXT Chicago, what was that, in 2-3 weeks? They gonna be busy. And then Nia and Tiffany was basically like, Nia was basically like, I done beat both of y'all to like, congratulations on your titles, but y'all one of the reasons why I became queen. That's nasty. And that's how I know I only mainly drink water, maybe juice, and like hot tea. But yeah, so her and Tiff was saying whatever, and she's like, I became queen, basically this is my kingdom, y'all are peasants, whatever. And Tiffany just there like, toodles, this, that, and the third. And they was like, girl, okay. And I was like, okay, because they bugging. But honestly, you know what? That's an interesting tag team. Nia and Tiffany. Like, I know they friends in real life, because I follow her on TikTok. They be doing TikToks. But that would be an interesting tag team. Between that pretty moonsault and that annihilator finishing moves, that would be a great tag team. That'd kind of be like Chelsea and Piper, but with more opportunity, because they're doing more with Nia than they are with Piper. Okay, and I said that because Piper would be something serious as a woman's champion. Okay, not unless they felt like her time was up. If she became a women's champion, there's no way in hell I see anybody defeating her if she became a women's champion, especially the way she almost killed Jade in that ring. Okay, so, but they would be like that. And that's why I was like, is money in the bank titles applied to tag team titles too? Because I'm like, what if Tiff be like, I don't want to be world champion right now, I wanted the tag titles just out of spite for Bianca and Jade, and she goes and gets a girl and cashes in her title and does like the prettiest moonsault on one of them while they're down and becomes a tag team champion. And then like the next Smackdown, she gets to pick who her tag team partner is and gives them the other belt. Like, is that possible? Because I asked that. Or is it just for solo? Is it just for like a solo championship? Like, she can go on Raw, SmackDown, do it. Can she go to NXT and get like the Women's North American Championship from Kalani? Like, is it extended? Are there edited rules to this? Like, what's the rules to this? Okay, because we got 3 brands now. That's what I'm asking. Okay, and we're doing cross-referencing brands. Okay, like what if Jordan Grace come from TNA and fight like Sol Ruka again? Okay, and they lose, and then she cash in her title and she get the TNA belt. Can she do that? Can Tiffany do that? Like, what can she and can't she do? That'd be interesting too, to be honest with you. I'm sitting here thinking about it. I'm just saying stuff, but that now I'm sitting there, I'm letting it process now that I'm saying it. And I'm like, that'll be interesting. But like, what's the stipulations? That's what I want to know. What's the stipulation? So then after that, Solo comes out. No, Roman comes out. And they do Roman's music. He comes in there, and I said, he got that hair and ponytail. I said, he ain't fighting tonight. I said, it's slick back now. It's bun is semi-messy. He's not fighting. So he basically was like, I'm the only one. This is my SmackDown. Like he always say, this is my SmackDown. This is my show. This is my WWE. And then he was like, I'm the only tribal chief. And I said, okay, because that's what I said OTC stand for. People been saying original tribal chief. I said for me, it was the only tribal chief because I don't even classify Solo as a tribal chief. I've been saying that this whole time he done had that shirt. Okay, when he came out the first time, I've been saying that since SummerSlam. It been since SummerSlam? Yeah, since SummerSlam he had the OT. I said, what does that stand for? Original tribal chief or only tribal chief? I was like, only tribal chief makes more sense to me. Okay, so he goes and says what he says, and then Cody comes out all slow. And I love when Cody dresses down because we don't see it often. Like him with the cutoff shirt and the joggers is nice. I liked Cole in the burgundy. Corey in the brown, he looked like when he got fitted for it originally, he might have been bigger, and then he lost some weight and didn't get it retailored. Like it looked a little big on him. But other than that, like everybody today looked nice, hair looked nice, nothing seemed off. And Naomi must be in a dark match or had one because she came in there in full gear. Yeah, but my son and his friends be so dramatic on that game. Because they be like, help. And I'd be like, what? The first time I was like, what are y'all doing? And he's sitting there saying that because they playing Roblox and somebody done died or caught and he needs some life. And he asked for help. And thanks to daggone advertising, he done got the new COD. What I said that before? Modern Warfare, which I tried to get him to get a couple years ago. And he got the Rhea. He got the convinced me to buy him the pack. And he plays with Rhea all the time. So, yeah, Roman comes out and says all that. So then Cody comes out and was like, this is your WWE? Your SmackDown? Then he said, not anymore. He said, that stopped when I beat you. And I said, ooh. I'm so glad, though, like they had in the programming that SmackDown ended at 10:10 today. So then my song come on. My jump Solo come out. So I'm saying Cody or Solo not taped up. I was like, they did good then. I was more impressed by that. Like, now I ain't seen no tape on nobody taped up, or the adrenaline wore off and then go to the Medikit. Because I'm like, neither one of them is taped up. Okay. And they just had that match. And Solo was Cody's full on bleeding. I know he got stitches somewhere. But he was like he was basically laughing and was like saying something like, I'm the tribal chief, y'all don't even like each other, blah blah blah, like normal stuff. So then Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa get behind them and attack them. And Cody hit, who did he hit? They was getting attacked for a while. I think Cody hit Tonga Loa with the cutter, and then Roman speared. Oh no, it is right again. Tama Tonga, I think. So then he picked up the thing and signed it. So it had me crying with Solos in the background talking about something. He not gonna sign it. Talking about something. Oh, you signing it. Talking about something. Oh, you gonna be by yourself. Talking about he not gonna sign it. Cody don't even like you. I'm like, not Cody don't even like you. He was like, he not gonna sign it. He not gonna sign it. So I'm like, in my brain, I know they were setting us up for like him signing it and for the anticipation. But part of me was like, that man ain't gonna sign that. So then I'm like, who he gonna have to get somebody that's from the bloodline that they didn't utilize yet, or they used to be on SmackDown, something like that, to be his partner. Like get Lance or daggone I don't know where this money's coming from. My hand itching. Zilla said he wasn't ready yet because he only been wrestling a year. And I think Jimmy is still out. And Jade's doing his own thing. So I was like, it's 1,001 of y'all. Like, get somebody. It's a lot of y'all independent scene. Hell, get the Tonga twins, okay? Even though they're girls. Because they gets down in the ring. Okay? Get somebody. Get somebody. If Nia was honestly to do a female bloodline, that's exactly who she need. Because Nia will be the Roman. And then the Tonga twins will be the Jimmy and Jay. Because when they do I said, ooh. I was like, they look like the female version. But I think they look grittier. Which I ain't mad at. Because women, we've been holding it down. Okay? WWE, we've been holding it down. You hear me? But, so then he looks at him. Now, before that, he goes in the ring. Nick comes in the ring. And he's talking, and then he does like this to Nick. Which I'm surprised. And Nick holds him the contract, and he's like, one was like, and then he does like this. And he hands him the mic, and that's when he says what he says. But I'm surprised Nick allowed that, because you know, one thing about Nick is he ain't going to take or too much disrespect and not going to not say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can say certain stuff to Adam Pearce. He'll find you and get 1,000 people to come out there and hold you back and stuff like that. But I'm like, he not going, you know what I'm saying? He not gonna say so too much. Nick not like that. He's sarcastic, but he gonna say something. Or he gonna do something. Also, I forgot, they had William Regal in the ring. And when they showed him, I was like, that man ain't aged at all. I don't know if that's genetics or whatever skin cream he might use they got over there in the UK that he probably gets imported in or something like that. What is the diet like? But I was like, he looked the same that he did when I first saw him in the 99 2000s. The only difference is his hair is gray now. That's the only difference. Because I looked at him, I was like, he looked good. Like, in the sense that he looks the same. And there's very few people that you grow up with that looks the same. Okay? Some people look their age or older. And then some people look better. Like, a lot of men, I'm not even going to say a lot. Some men look better distinguished. Like, they might have not have looked. It's like they hit puberty late in the face. If that makes sense. Like, all of this is hitting. Okay? Whether you like them buff, a little fluffy, thick, whatever. All of this is hitting for you. But their face is like, and then once they hit like 40, 50, then you be like, okay, you giving cat daddy vibes. Like, I talk to you. Like, that's, a lot of men get old distinguished, the gray hair, all that. And then some, like, men and women. But he looked the same. But, yeah, so he was like, he don't even like you. He said something else. And I was cracking up. And then he signed it. And I said, ooh. And then I was like, this couple weeks is going to be interesting. It's also setting us up for Survivor Series. These next couple weeks is going to be interesting. So I don't know if Roman is coming every week until Bad Blood, which is like the next 2-3 weeks, or what's going to happen. But this going to be a situation because that means Roman solo every week is basically going to be jumped if Roman ain't there. Because we know Roman only comes on the sporadic. Okay? So if he only comes on the sporadic, it's going to be a couple weeks. But, okay, Cody technically not alone. Because like I said, Bloodline got to deal with Street Profits. Okay? They also got a new enemy in Nathan and Axiom. Okay? So if they came from NXT, that's going to be a problem. Okay? That'd be a nice 4-way match. For the NXT and or Smackdown title, you had a Bloodline versus DIY versus Street Profits versus Nathan Frazier and Axiom. And whoever gets the 2 pins wins the NXT title and the Smackdown title. That'd be a bomb match. That's a PLE match too. And I know if Triple H, if you watching, do that. Okay? But because I be saying stuff sometimes, and I be like, either we got the same brain, because I know he probably listened and watched some of this stuff, or me and a lot of the audience that like tweet stuff in general be thinking the same, or somebody's watching these. Okay, it don't make me no difference. Like I said, I don't do this to become didn't do this to become an influencer or nothing like that. I do this because I have so much like thoughts and reactions of what happened, and I got to get it out. And then once I get it out, that's it. Cause I totally forget what I say after that. Like I don't listen back. I don't run it back. I don't feel like editing nothing because like everything now is edited, and I work in production. You know what I'm saying? I could edit the hell out of this video. But I'd be like, I just say what I gotta say and put it out there as authentic as it's gonna get. Okay? Now, if I was to edit it, it would have the whole logo and, oh, da, 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 you're watching, and then it would have certain stuff at the bottom, and it'll be bombed, I'm gonna tell you. I have music playing in the background, all that. But I'm not doing that. Okay? I'm not doing that. I already got to do that once a week on Sundays. Okay, I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that. I feel like when I need to, or when I feel like doing it, I will. But I don't feel like doing it. Um, and that's one of the reasons when I was following Bianca on YouTube, she was like she had stopped putting up videos because she had to edit it and it wanted to seem perfect. And then when she started putting up videos of her gear and stuff again, she was like, I'm just showing you like bits and clips of stuff like fused together. Or like if she had recorded like one video of her starting her gear today and then say tomorrow she finishes, so she starts recording again, and then she just merged the two videos, like, and then she like just try to get it authentic, because people want authenticity, especially with AI being out and now everybody's trying to be picture perfect cookie cutter version of themselves. Like it's this is what I'm gonna say about that before I end this video. And I said this in another video I made. I didn't put it out yet. But I feel like being your authentic self should be enough in any space, workspace or whatever. I feel like it's too many people code switching at work, whether you black, white, woman, Indian, Asian, Hispanic, whatever. Okay? Native American, whatever. We code switch at work, and then like if you was to meet someone at a bar that you work with that seems real uptight or not uptight and out of the space, we're nothing like that for the most part, especially if you work in corporate America. And who are we fronting for? I feel like be your authentic self at all costs. I feel like if you get little Sharon and she a little ratchet, okay, on a certain topic, say she a math professor or math tutor or whatever, she does the stats at work, okay, because she has a math degree, and little Sharon knows her stuff forward and backwards. She studies the book down, and then she applies her degree to it or whatever, and she a little ratchet. Some of the stuff she might say might be a little ratchet to you. You know how like we say head on a swivel, or we need to spin the block or stuff like that. Like some of our stuff that we say, and a person might not understand it, so we gotta break it down. Like, okay, we're gonna come back to it. That would be the only time you would have to like explain it. But if little Sharon do her job and she polite to everybody, she a little ratchet now. And every time she talks to you, it's got a little slang. She got a little slang with it. But every time she talks to you, it's a little slang. But she knows her stuff down, backwards, forward, sleep, up, sober, or drunk. Okay, and she's nice. Okay, she's not disrespectful. And every time someone or a customer gives her asks her a question, she handles it well, but she just a little ratchet. I see no problem with that. She shows up to work on time, dress code, all that. I see no problem with that. I'd rather that than someone code switch, not seem authentic, didn't want to be rude to customers, okay? Like I owe you a favor because I'm asking you a question. And then still comes to work on time. Just I would take Sharon over this. So I'm saying don't feel like you need to switch who you are to fit in this space. If you feel like that most of the time, you might need to find a new space because that space is not for you. Okay? Or just show who you are. And if the people that you work for or the people that you're around don't like it, then you might need to reevaluate your spaces. That's all I'm saying. Okay? It's 2024. Like, we got a felon as an ex-president. And not only that, he wasn't even qualified to be president. No way in America. That's why I was like, you can put anything on resume now and get a job. If this man was president, okay? I'm just saying. And then he talking about he want to be a king or a dictator. I'm just saying as an example, okay? We got people like him. We got people that are in power that are getting sued out the yin yang. Diddy got another lawsuit with Don Richards of Danny Kane. We had the Harry Weinstein stuff, okay? Like Oprah, I feel no shade. I ain't calling this. I feel like Oprah gonna be next soon, cause she talking about Harvey Weinstein was one of her best friends, so you know some stuff. Just saying, but don't switch up who you are. And yeah. So like, when Roman came out, I was like, where is Paul Heyman? Cause I'm like, we just saw y'all Bloomberg. Is he taking a hiatus? Which is fine, okay. But I was like, I miss so many people on my TV. Like, I miss Oscar dancing to other people's music on my TV. I miss Charlotte making everyone better in the ring. Okay. I miss Shotzi and her crazy self. Okay. She gave me Shigo vibes, which are my two favorite colors. The neon lime green and black. Okay. I miss Jimmy on my TV. Okay. I miss Bronson's back, so I'm happy about that. I don't know the situation about R-Truth. I just got on Twitter the other day. I mean today, from not being on there in like 3 days. But I miss Ivar on my TV. Like, I had missed Natalia on my TV, but I saw her on Monday, so I'm good. Okay? But like, and I know certain stuff can't happen because of it goes with storylines and stuff like that, but it's just like, oh, and I'm so excited that person formerly known as Xylee is going to be on TNA. Okay, I follow her, and her tweet popped up, and I was like, yes, girl. Okay, like, I'm so happy for you. Okay, I feel like, I don't know if you're touring like Mustafa and Dolph, Nick Nemeth, or if that's your home, like how, what is her name, Lord? Because now I only know her TNA name. Dana Brooke. I was gonna say Ash by Elegance because that's her TNA name. If that's your home, but either way, like, I'm glad that you're doing and getting more exposure, doing what you're doing, because she was one of the people I was advocating for, like I am doing with Tegan Knox. And people were like, so is SmackDown gonna be 3 hours today? And they was like, that's just a rumor, but Raw will be 2 hours. And I was like, it makes more sense because I've been saying that for weeks. SmackDown needs to be 3 hours. If you're gonna make any show 3 hours, it should be SmackDown. SmackDown is on a Friday, okay? And I know it's people that, like, where I'm at, it's been raining all day. And I know it's people that go out in the rain, okay? Because I used to club in the rain. I didn't care, okay, if I really wanted to go out. But most people that's watching SmackDown from 8 to 10, not unless you going to a real late kickback, we not going nowhere. So you really could have it 8 to 11. The only thing is they would have to bring some of them people from Raw to SmackDown, because I feel like they got more people at Raw because of the 3 hours. And now if SmackDown chose the 3 hours, they would have to add some more people. Like, take those people and do a shift. Because that makes the most sense. My arms look big as hell. And I don't do nothing. I was born like that. But I think, yeah, I don't know. I'm just, the matches at Bad Blood to me seem like they're going to be awesome. Like, I have not been excited for the last couple PLEs. I'm not going to hold you. only maybe like 1 or 2 matches. And the matches, some of the matches that I weren't excited for surprised me, which is a good thing because I feel like if my expectations aren't set that high or they're set at average and then you pass my expectations, that means the match was really, really, really good. Okay, but if I set them high and they were just then I don't, and it's only certain people or certain matches that I know for sure I set a high expectation. And one of them are the men's tag team matches, and that's because I've always been a fan of men's tag team. So like any match that has like tag team matches for men for like the title on the line, my expectations are high regardless. I came up from the TLC era. So and then you had, the Brothers of Destruction, and you had Rock and Sock, and then you had like weird like team ups with like Undertaker and Rock, or you would have like Chris Jericho and Rock and stuff like that after they went against each other, or like Triple H and did they? I'm trying to reread all that, or DX, you know what I'm saying? Or ooh, my eyes are itching, like my allergies are getting bad. Sorry. Or like Road Dogg and X-Pac or something like that. Like, so I came from the era of like factions and real heavy tag teams, whether they lasted years or some weeks. So I will forever like be excited for tag team matches. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great week. Why my eyes are like real itchy right now, I'm not understanding. Be blessed because you are blessed, and love you all. Bye.